Okay, so let's just ground ourselves for a minute, if you haven't done so already, with a little bit of essential oil of your choice. I'm using rose this morning. I'm just taking a deep breath. I'm just breathing in that essential oil. And so just letting yourself sit as you breathe. And breathing into your spine, into your heart, into your root. And just becoming aware of your inner world, right? So we're going to be bridging the inner and the outer as you listen to this, and as we bring up different things through our visualization. And so just feeling our connection with our root down by our perineum, connecting with the earth, letting our root, our energy kind of drop through all the way down into the earth. And if you're laying down, you can feel it on your back side, right? So all your energy connecting, kind of going from your body all the way down into the earth, rooting in the earth. You can feel it also in our magnetism from the earth, right? So the gravity, how you feel, the weight of your body, weight of your hands, the gravity. It's like feeling that energy, and bringing ourselves energetically to the center of the earth, and opening up that channel so that we can feel supported from the earth. We can feel the foundation of the earth beneath us, and we can feel grounded in this way. So just breathing into that a couple of times, into our root. And then with our head, we're going to do the same thing, and we're going to open up our head, center of our head, and just imagine ourselves opening up to receive the energy from the cosmology outside of us. It's just envisioning really gently. And as we do that, we can do a sound, because sound, as we know, profoundly shifts our consciousness. It massages like the cells. It's this vibration. And so we, with our own voice, can start to sound and shift what's happening, shift the heaviness, shift the state that we're in, and open up to a state that is more in resonance with joy and peace and safety and love. Right? So as we do that with our heads and in our upper head space, as we might call it, our head womb, let's just hum. We can hum whatever the highest note for us comfortably is, organically. We're just going to do a humming sound. And another deep breath and just hum again. One more time. And then just letting yourself feel your headspace. Just notice, has anything shifted in your headspace? No good or bad. Just noticing. Just noticing. Yeah. Letting the sound and vibration come into your ears, into your whole body. So we listen with our whole body. All of the cells in our body is being affected by sound through the waves of sound. I'm just breathing that in. And then next we're going to bring our hand up to our heart area, heart space. And we're going to do a very gentle ah sound, A-H, ah, with our exhale, right? And just start to open, let our hearts open. And sometimes when we open our hearts, we might find feelings that are unprocessed, unresolved, that might be kind of lingering. And so allow yourself to feel those feelings if they come up. Just allowing them to flow freely, right? To see it as like the river that wants to just flow, and might be feelings of anything at all. Or maybe there's no feelings and you just can just do the ahs and whatever is there, accepting whatever is there. So here we go. Breathe in. And then just being with the silence or the sounds, letting it affect that heart center, your chest, your solar plexus, even your throat. Just being with, no agenda. Now we're going to come down into our womb, or our sacral womb, which is right below your belly button, and place your left hand there. And just breathing in. So when you're breathing into your belly button, we're going to do belly breaths. So just breathing into your lower abdomen and letting that area really expand. Seeing if you can actually breathe into that area very slowly and letting it expand. And as you do that, not just in the front, but you can feel the back also expanding, your whole pelvic cavity expanding. You may feel the sacrum, the bone, that triangular shaped bone, right at the kind of the where your spine is ending. You feel that area, and you might start to feel some of the tightness start to dissolve from there. And the nerves around the sacral bone, when they're activated, actually moves us into the rest and digest, which is the parasympathetic nervous system. So it helps us to move into a state where we feel relaxed, when we're releasing endorphins, which are the feel good chemicals of our brain, and just helps us to move out of that survival fight or flight where we have to do something, where we're really in anxiety. It starts to help us to feel safe in our body. So we're just going to visualize our womb space with our left hand, placing it there. And we're going to do the lowest sound that feels comfortable. This is not about efforting. It feels comfortable for our womb space now, to feel safe in our body. As you do that, feeling the vibration of the sound that you're creating moving down your legs as you're breathing in your belly and that whole pelvic cavity. Beautiful. One more. Beautiful. Just listening. Beautiful. And if there's any more sighs or any more sound that wants to come through, allow yourself that. And as we're doing the sound healing, we continue to do that, you can actually let yourself sound anything organically that wants to come up, that wants to move through you. So think of sound as energy, right? And you're just letting that river of energy come through. Sometimes it comes through in tears, sometimes it comes through in movement. Your body might want to rock a little bit or sway. And sometimes it comes through in sound. Letting yourself really be free enough to do that. You're in the privacy, you're home, no one is listening, and let yourself give yourself that. As we start to engage in the sound healing. So with your hands on your womb, and your hands in your heart, let's create an intention. An intention. We're not going to be attached to this, but we're going to just kind of focus what we want with the energy today. So the intention can be around healing, and the healing can take place as, noticing. I want to bring attention to this point of noticing our the areas in our life, the areas about ourselves that are working, right? It's like validating ourselves. What are we doing? How can we see ourselves and bring to the forefront, what's been working for us? And it could be our effort, it could be our intention, it could be, the things that we notice today, when we look back and look at, a few months ago or a few weeks ago or a few years ago. So what can we really affirm for ourselves? What are we in gratitude? What can we celebrate about ourselves? The way we handled a conversation, or how, we've given ourselves time for self-care, even though it might have not been logical, how we listen to our intuition in a given moment, in the past weeks and past months. It's like, what can we really validate for ourselves? And can we feel that in our hearts? And I want us to bring that into our attention, because that's really an expression of loving ourselves. And all healing is love, right? So all healing has to be grounded in love. And, I'm sure there's many places where we feel we want to look at where we're feeling unworthy or where we're feeling not good enough. And when we're trying to, heal something emotionally, physically in our bodies, all of these other places will come up automatically. But it's also just as important to be rooted in love, rooted in our true worthiness, right? What's underneath all of that conditioning that or all of that imprint that we constantly have going on in our mind and in our psyche. It's like, what's really the truth of this? And the truth of who you are is coming through every day. It's coming through every action that you're taking. It's coming through every thought, every intention, every effort. And so can we acknowledge, all of those things that we're doing constantly? Can we praise ourselves? Can we bring that to the forefront? Because those are all of the ways in which that deeper truth is coming through. And by us reflecting on that, we can validate our own hearts. And that's food. That's food for us. That's food for our hearts. And it's food also for the part of us that doesn't feel, good enough. It's food for the part of us that's a little, needy, needing that love. So let's open ourselves up for that. And then also open ourselves up for the places that need that love, that need the healing. And as I'm moving through the sound and the music and the drumming, let us focus on the parts of our body, our mind, our heart, our soul that need the healing, whether it's something physical or emotional. All right, and I will guide you through all of that. So take a deep breath, and at any time, if you want to sound, you can at any time, or move, express, or cry. And a lot of times what comes through is also a very specific mantra, um, based on what I call non-language, right? Not the English or any other language. It's kind of like that more primordial sounding languaging that we all had as our roots in ancient, primordial times. And it might be, and there's particular sounds that will be repetitive. And if you feel called to that, you can start to repeat that as well. You can just be kind of chanting that on your own if it calls to you. So just notice how you feel. How's your body feeling? And were you able to connect with the goodness and your actions and your being, all of the places that you are expressing goodness and love in your heart? And so just noticing that, noticing how your body feels. And then I want you to actually allow yourself to connect with the place within you that is really needy, that you're feeling neediness, that needs the healing, whether that's something physical, whether that's something emotional, whether it's a reoccurring thought of powerlessness or unworthiness, or I can't do this, I don't get to have this, or it'll never happen, etc., whatever that conditioning may be. And wherever that might be reflecting on your body, there might be pain, there might be stiffness, there might be some kind of imbalance already created, there might be inflammation, there might be hormonal issues or menopausal issues, immune issues, nervous system issues, reproductive issues, whatever the imbalance might be. And so just breathing into that as we go into this next piece of sound, and just letting the sound penetrate into every cell of your body. And always know there's this organizing energy, right? There's this, what we call the healing response. There's this always this organizing energy and intelligence in your body, this body wisdom that's really in everything. It's the sacredness, it's source, and it's intelligent. And it's always seeking to harmonize. So in this case, we want to bring that, we want to focus that, know that that's there and that we're activating that healing response so that your body organically can heal because it changes the biology, it changes the cellular structure, it changes the way that your body is functioning. And it is possible, it changes your thoughts, your emotions, and your state. And everything starts with your state, right? So if you're starting to feel good about yourself, about life, it creates different hormones. And those hormones, those chemicals, those biological chemicals in your body starts to shift the relationship, the way that your liver and kidneys and heart and circulatory and reproductive system, everything is working. So let's focus and just intend that. So just be open to that happening. It's pretty miraculous, but it's happening all the time anyway. We're breathing, we're digesting, we have all of these other functions going on, and it's the magic of who we are. We're just taking that to the next level, focusing our intention on healing whatever needs to be healed. And again, the instructions are to listen, to take that in, sound if you want to sound, if it comes out organically, if you want to move, if you want to cry, whatever, feel. Give yourself permission for all of that. Just breathing in. And being open to receive wisdom, inspiration, new ways of things shifting that you, from your mind, may not have thought of already. And letting it feed you, letting that wisdom, that source, feed you, knowing that it's always there. You're always able to come into this place in your being just by using your breath, by using your sound. You have the greatest instrument of all, your voice. And your consciousness, your state of consciousness is your greatest power. It's what activates the healing response in your body. Your ability to heal, but even more important, your ability to move into a state in your body, in your life that feels joyous, that feels inspired, that feels purposeful, that feels good, right? That euphoria that we spend so much time looking for and inducing in so many other ways that are not so good for us, whether it's people or food or substances. That euphoria is activated in our own body through our breath, through our consciousness, through our voice. And that euphoria, that feel good, is what activates the healing response. Changes your mental state from anxiety to safety to peace. From depression to purpose and strength and inspiration. And all of those ways all the ways that it gets acted out in our physical body through imbalances, inflammation, pain, restriction, constriction, disease, right? The medicine is the nourishment that we give ourselves. We are the medicine, right? We are the medicine. We contain the ability to shift by feeding ourselves. And realizing that we are more powerful than we realize, than we think, because we haven't been really trained, and activating our power to feel good, to live from that inspired place, to heal. Just taking a deep breath. And then one thing from that deep place of wisdom, one thing that you want to commit yourself to. Something that will nourish you, whether it's walking in nature or breathing practice or singing or voice practice, and not singing performatively, but singing in a way that just feeds your soul and connects you with the goodness that makes you feel good. One thing for yourself. And maybe it's a journal for 10 minutes every night, validating what went right today. What am I proud of today? What did I do that felt good, even if it was a disaster, on the outer? But what can I reflect on? Right? So one thing for yourself, self-care. These are all self-care practices. But it's also, what is self-care is, it's, you don't validate self-care so much. It's like one thing that makes us feel good, that we can do for ourselves and empower ourselves to activate that power that we have. Yeah, it's important. It's our responsibility, nobody else's. And so just breathing that in as we conclude today's session. Thank you so much. Thank you. Many, many, many blessings till we meet again. Peace.